Good morning and welcome and happy post-Gen Con Monday. That's right, Gen Con was over this weekend and we've got a lot of news from Gen Con. But first, it is 7:30 in the morning. It is the 20th day of September 2021 and I am your number one source of all tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and sports, the OGGM. And it's Monday in most corners of the world, which means it's time to take a look at what's going on in the world of tabletop role-playing game. And of course, our number one story is all the stuff we are seeing on Witchlight. Wild Beyond the Witchlight is going to be very interesting based upon the previews we've seen so far and how it might shake up the current status quo of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition fan base that has sort of become very weird over the past couple of years. Obviously, the first thing we know about Witchlight is the fact that they have brought back alignment after getting rid of alignment and saying alignment was no longer a thing, and saying the idea of alignment or characters or races being inherently evil or good was racist, sexist, homophobic, and didn't allow players to fully actualize the needs and wants of their characters and constricted their role-playing, so Wizards of the Coast made alignment go away. They brought it back. So alignment has returned, and it'll be interesting to see how the angry mobs of 5th edition fan base who were all about, I don't want to be alignment anymore, react to this. The other, of course, announcement is such things as the stat blocks of some of the character action figures from the 80s, such as Warduke and Riglin. And some of the ones that aren't included, like Emirkil and Venger. Did they ever do a Venger? I'm sure they did write up a Venger somewhere, whether it's official or not. We've had previews of some of the lands that the setting is set in. We've had previews of the humanoid fairies. Yes, they did announce that fairies are not going to be teeny and cute Tinkerbell type fairies, but about the size of gnomes. So chonky, 3-foot tall fairies. We also have a preview of the Harengon. Yes, that is a pun, Hare and Gon. The dickhead rabbit folk, as Chris Perkins 2.0 refers to them. We have a full table of contents that's been proposed. We have the names of all the chapters. We have some of the appendix that we've already seen. We have pictures of the DM screen and the maps. And we have information of both the regular editions and the Beetle and Grimm super duper way too expensive editions. This should be available tomorrow at your friendly local game store. That's Cess Games Anime here in Ventura for $50. We also have a look at the Nerds D&D crossover, thus the picture of the cute little nerds in front of you. This was announced a few months ago that Wizards of the Coast and the company that makes Nerds, yes, there is a candy called Nerds. It's been around since the 80s. And I can't remember the last time I saw one. It's been at least 8 to 10 years. But yeah, so these are small little 90-minute adventures. The first one has been made available. You get it by buying a specially marked box of Nerds, scanning the QR code, and then you have access to the downloadable content. It's a 90-minute, the adventure takes about 90 minutes. It's obviously designed for kids. It's only designed for one character and one DM. In the first adventure, you play Pink the Rogue, and you do all sorts of roguey things to retrieve one of the Stones of Harmony. So, yeah, I guess you're going to have to get all of the characters and all the downloadable content if you want to run this for more than one kid. It's a very interesting marketing idea. It's a very cute way to hook kids and get them interested. Hey, buy this sugar. Then you got to buy a lot of them, so make sure you get all the characters and all the chapters of the adventure. Yeah, very clever. Very, very clever way to get kids to buy a candy that hasn't been relevant for 20, 30 years. EN Publishing continues to release trailers and spoilers for their Level Up Advanced 5e role-playing game. And the Kickstarter is going live pretty soon. I've talked about this several times before that, guys, if you make the stuff free online, no one's going to buy the game. We have an interview from Dungeons & Dragons film star Justice Smith, who described the film as an action-packed, thrilling, and funny as hell, lowering sort of our escape level, expectation level for the forthcoming Dungeons & Dragons film to that it's going to be an action comedy or a comedy. But then, I don't know, I really didn't expect much when the main villain's name was Forge. Yeah. Paizo has announced the Pathfinder Infinite program. This is a program in partnership with TTRPG. It's similar to the arrangement Wizards of the Coast has with TTRPG and DM's Guild. It's a system that allows content creators to have access to the Pathfinder IP and then be able to create stuff set in the Pathfinder Starfinder multiverse, such as adventures, supplements, products, monsters, magic items, and then post them on drive-through. Pathfinder Paizo will be taking 50% cut to begin with, but that amount should decrease once the program gets wheels. Now you might be saying, well, that's a lot. But yeah, that's actually kind of, they want to make their money back. They're testing the waters. If it's successful, they'll lower the amount, probably. Darker Hue Studios has announced that their supernatural western game Hunted West is currently at the printers for imminent release. Kickstarter backers should be receiving the digital rewards shortly, and the game will be available on drive-thru tomorrow. You can also get the hardcover for $90, but with the hardcover, you can get the PDF for free, or you can just get the PDF for $40. The rulebook is 800 pages and packed with game rules and history of what looks like a direct ripoff of Deadlands. I mean, I'm looking at the picture right here, and it literally looks like Deadlands. There's even got a huckster holding a magic deck of playing cards. So, yeah, Haunted West is a Weird West steampunk game telling the real history of the West from Darker Hue, and it looks like a direct ripoff of Deadlands. So before I make any final decision, I want to take a look at it. But right now, yeah. Catalyst Games has reminded us that Shadowrun is still around, announcing over the weekend that they have revised, re-edited, fixed the errata and other corrections to the Shadowrun 6th World Core rulebook for its third printing. So if you already have the rulebook and are concerned about some of the printing errors, there's a new rulebook coming out that will fix those printing errors. Of course, you have to go buy the new one or possibly download the errata for free from Catalyst's website. They also announced a product called Double Clutch, which is a source book covering vehicles and drone rigging and all the things that a vehicle-based character in the world of Shadowrun might need. Mophedius, the company whose name I'm never going to get right, has released a preview of the Shackleton Expanse campaign setting for Star Trek. This is a 320-page source book, which features, and this is the unusual part and the pretty cool part, the first original material for a Star Trek licensed game that isn't based on any previous television show or film from the franchise. So the Shackleton Expanse is all new, all original, all unique Star Trek improved stuff. Gen Con has come and gone. We have the first round of announcements for the Any winners, which we've gone over with. Congratulations to Alice is Missing for being declared Role-Playing Game of the Year. And the runner-up, Heart, the City Underneath. So, yeah. Obviously, I don't think Alice is worthy of Game of the Year, especially since it's a game that you play in like an hour and a half, and it literally says on the cover you can really only play once. Yeah. But apparently the NE/Gen Con people thought it was worth. So congratulations. My opinion doesn't matter. Congratulations to the creators and fans of that role-playing game. Obviously, the mask mandate was in place. The 6-foot rule was in place. We have not heard any news of whether the controversial John Wick actually was able to get in a fight with anybody or not. We do know that he claimed that he was going to go to Gen Con looking for anybody who wanted to call him an enemy to come at him. So I'm sure we will have more information on the fate of Mr. Wick. Gamma has announced the results of their special board elections. The election will bring the total numbers of directors to 6, one for each segment of the Gamma that Gamma represents. Do you care? Do you even know who Gamma is? Does it affect you in any way, shape, or form? Not directly, but it may affect how Gamma judges games and stuff in the future. Asmodee and Luma Imports became the first game companies to announce the price increase due to shipping and shortages. This is, of course, actually not correct, because Wizards of the Coast announced a price increase 2 months ago for Magic, D&D, and Diamond announced a price increase like 4 months ago for comic books because of the shipping. So I'm not sure how Asmodee and Lumia are getting around going, hey, we're the first, we're announcing that we have to increase our prices because of the shipping thing, when Wizards already did it and Diamond already did it. But whatever. So if you are not aware of this, because of the shipping shortage and because of the lumber shortage due to all the fires, the prices of all your role-playing games and collectible card games and anything that requires paper or cardboard is going to go up about 20%. Humble Bumble has partnered with Black Library for a bundle of Warhammer audiobooks and audio dramas. This bundle features 19 titles from the Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar universe, and will go to support the Every Library Institute and runs until Thursday, October 7th. Speaking of shipping, we have heard from several different manufacturers, both on our side of the fence and on the retail side of the fence, to start your Christmas shopping now and start picking up your stuff for Thanksgiving now. If you want a turkey by Thanksgiving, you should probably go to a market and try and get it now. If you haven't been to a market recently, it's kind of interesting because a lot of the shelves are empty, again, because of the shipping issues and because of the fire issues. So yeah, they're saying that you should probably start buying your stuff for the holidays now. If you haven't started, your holiday shopping yet, you might want to start ordering online or visit your friendly local game store, that's S Games and Anime here in Venturi, and placing pre-orders for products that you want to get somebody, the geek or geek-ess in your life now. And if you're planning on having Thanksgiving dinner that isn't Domino's, you might also want to start picking up the materials that you need now. Pick up a turkey, stick it in the freezer, and hope for the best. Otherwise, it's Domino's for all of us. And this is scary because it's, as we know, the fires and the shipping are also going to affect the prices of every aspect of our hobby and every aspect of the world, especially if you live here in the United States, where we are dependent on other companies to send us a lot of our stuff that is manufactured overseas and then sent back to us. And since the source for all paper and cardboard are the forests that are rapidly burning away, climate change is a myth. So if you're going to be wandering into your friendly local game store, that's S Games Anime here in Ventura, and expecting to pay $2.50 for that pack of Magic, nope, those days are over. The prices are going to go up at least 20%. Yay! That's all the news that's fit to print. If any of this sounds even slightly interesting to you, let me know. Comment down below. Stay safe. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my whatever this is, please do help me hit 1,000 subs. And of course, as always, if I do hit 1,000 subs, we will do something crazy. Till then, keep a level head. It's a scary world out there. Stay off my land, and I will talk to you later. And of course, happy holidays, because I guess they've started. Yeah, 20% increase on all product. Scary.